All right, Leo, welcome to your mid-August reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on. Feel free to swap around the energies as always. I could be talking to a cross-watcher, so let's just see. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, please. All right, so message coming through. Message coming through for you. Transmute. Karmic path. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's something big here, a transformation. There is a major change happening. We still have Mercury in retrograde. Okay. It is coming back into your sign in the mid-month, in mid-August. So Mercury is retrograding in your sign. So there can be something, inverted for you, meaning a message is coming through to say, hey, there's some work for you to do. There's some work about a karmic path or someone who is a karmic soulmate on your path. And you're needing to do the work of this, to transmute the energy from the darkness to the light and transform your life. You're needing to put in the work. So it's like the inverse of Leo. Leo is about fun. This is about putting in some effort. But it's on your own behalf, okay? So it's not, I just get this phrase busy work in my head. It's not busy work. This is going to be an important part. So before you take any action, because we do have that Mercury retrograding, before you take any action, Leo, you're going to need to do the work. So you can, it's almost like, something's coming down the road. I'm just going to be a little bit vague about this just to make a point, but something's coming down the road. And so you don't want to be surprised by how much it impacts you or how much effort it is after it happens. You're going to want to do the work before it happens, not so that you can catch anybody out or anything like that. But doing the work before it happens means you're going to be in a better position when it actually happens. So something might be delayed from this end or, mid of August to the end of August because of the Mercury retrograde. Like you're not signing any important papers, any wills, any legal papers. You're not signing anything like that. So if that's going to be the thing that happens, like let's say, I'll just say you're buying a house. Okay. And, the closing is going to come right around Labor Day, right around the first weekend of September. There's some things you need to get in order so that closing goes smoothly. Whatever that is. Money, logistical things. Okay, this is going to be moving us to a new town. So I got to figure out what the school system is. I'm just saying, I'm giving you these kind of mundane examples because there is some kind of closing that's happening. And I feel like as we get into September, that's going to be showing up for you and you're going to need to be prepared. Okay. I got oh, wow. Look at this, a 33 card and then a 44 card right after each other. So this is a big cycle of transformation. It's a massive cycle of transformation. Underneath is the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, look at this, the World, and the Queen of Wands. So this is getting clear. This is getting clear on what it is that you want out of life. And you're going towards some big change, some big transformation. So I feel like the truth is kind of where this whole thing pivots. There's either a truth that's come through that you say, okay, I'm on my way this direction. I'm pivoting. I'm going to that direction. I'm going to do things differently because of this truth. There's some kind of truth here. There could be a message that comes through family or that comes through it's like coming through a different source. You could be hearing the truth from like a third party. Could be actually having a conversation with somebody, and it brings some truth to you that has nothing to do with the conversation you're having. This truth that comes to you has to do about this karmic path going forward. You're kind of like getting a sense from this conversation. Again, I'll make an example. So I'm talking to 2 or 3 friends. We're sitting in their backyard and we're having cocktails or whatever. And one of them tells a story, and the message of it is, I don't know, make sure you get your gutters cleaned, or make sure there's some, that would totally not happen with my friend. But there's some message that comes out of this conversation, and you're applying it differently to your life. You're like, oh, that's for me. It's like, pay attention to how the messages, to some kind of message that's coming through a weird source in your life. So you're going to need to be super present in the moment. You're going to need to be paying attention, even in times when you think there's nothing here for you, especially in times when you think there's nothing here for you. Like you're having cocktails with your friends in the backyard. There's a sense of lightness, a sense of nothing earth-shattering or life pivoting is going to come out of this conversation. But a story that one of them tells is going to have you thinking, is going to have you going, oh, okay, that's my answer. I remember this happening to me when I think I was in college, or no. I was working. It was early 20s. I was in my early 20s, and I was dating somebody. I was working in television. It's a very small group of people. The total number of people that work in television news is very small. And I was at some conference or whatever, and I heard a story about someone, and I remembered that person had sent a resume to our station. And I got back and I was like, do not hire this person. It came out of something totally random. They were making a joke. They were telling a story. And I was like, oh, I see. They had no way of knowing that I had that person's resume on my desk. They had no way of knowing that. And I came back to the news director and I'm like, this is what I know. Do not hire that person. We did not. Something like that. Okay. It comes out of a random source, and it's going to change the direction of things for that person. And for me, it definitely did. And so I feel like it could come out of an unusual source, some person that you're not connecting to the scenario that you're particularly dealing with. Information is going to come to you. And it is going to be very important that you not only hear it, but that you act on it. Okay? That you take action. This Ace of Swords is saying to me that there's some kind of cutting off. There's a cutting off, a feeling of, I'm going in this other direction now. Okay? So for whatever it's worth, that's what's coming through. 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Look at that pivot. 2 of Wands and the Sun. I'm done dealing with this much struggle, this much strife, this much bullshit. I'm done dealing with so many problems with this situation. I'm just going to end it. Okay. 2 of Wands. It's almost like this is like whack-a-mole. Okay. I keep, every time I solve a problem, another one crops up. Okay. I'm just so done with this. And I feel like you are. I feel like there's something here that says to me, you've been doing that for whatever reason. I don't know what you've been doing that for, like to protect somebody or protect yourself or something like that. And it's like, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm not going to protect this person anymore. 10 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're putting down this burden. And there's your card, Leo, putting down some kind of burden. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I love this. 6 of Wands. Awesome. So you are fronting for someone or covering for someone, or you're doing something for very little thanks. It's like a thankless job, or it's been a lot of effort. I don't think you understand how much whatever it is that you're doing to protect a family member, to, you know, kind of, this reminds me of codependency a little bit, that when this is another story that's going to be kind of random, but I'm going to say it because it's coming to my mind, and some of you may need to hear this, that whenever we have like an alcoholic parent, or we're dealing with someone who has a lot of secrets, and we're the ones who protect them, we're the ones who are keeping everybody together, we run around, we know that this parent is drunk, and so we're going to protect them. The neighbor shows up and we protect them by saying we don't know where they are, they're asleep or something like that. We've been doing this so much that it's taking all of your energy. It's not just one or two little white lies or little things. I feel like you're going to get a sense of this whack-a-mole. Okay? It's too much. You're asking too much. And it's on your karmic path to actually pivot. No more. So you're not going to protect this person at work anymore. You're not going to tell these lies so that your friend never figures out that her husband's cheating. You're not going to protect anyone from the realization of something that is a big change in someone's life. And I feel like you have put yourself in that gatekeeping role for whatever reason. And this is definitely a feeling for me of codependency. So you can extrapolate this out. Who have you been doing this for? And what has it cost you? Covering up for a person at work who isn't necessarily doing their job, and it's all of a sudden, it's all falling on you. You're the one who has to take on all of their projects, or they're going to get fired, and they can't afford to get fired for whatever reason. But it's like, I just can't do this anymore. Okay. There's some energy around that. So I see a little apology here. I see a little break from this, a new decision. A new decision. Yep. Ace of Cups. Out of the blue, Three of Swords, not going to be without some kind of struggle here. The Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. You're done. You are done here. This is a big pivot. So you're going to need to do the work right now. Whenever you're seeing this reading, I feel like this is going to be happening over the course of the next month. We'll get into timing in the extended. This is going to be happening over the next month when you are recognizing how much you are being burdened by what you're doing. And if you have already done the work, remember what I said in the beginning of the reading, like you're going to need to have done the work so that when you do turn your back on this, like you're prepared for the fallout of that. Meaning, okay, this friend is no longer my friend because she didn't like that I wasn't covering up. And so now she had to hear some kind of truth, and she didn't like that truth. And so now she's blaming it on me. Whatever. You're going to have to prepare for not do this anymore. What does that mean in your family? What does that mean with your friends? What does that mean with your career? And I feel like some of you are going to let go of a person or let go of a situation that might at first feel a little sad, a little bit, but now you just feel like now you know who you can trust. Now it's just like this light energy transmuting. You're transmuting the dark into the light. Okay. This Fool energy is the brand new lightness you feel. When you make this pivot, you're going to be like, wow, I did not realize how much I was holding back the eventuality, right? You're holding back the universe so this other person is spared or protected. No, we're walking as the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Now there's something new that opens up for you. This can be a new beginning with your work. Maybe that colleague is gone. Maybe that colleague does get fired. Maybe the boss gets fired. Maybe you've been covering up for an incompetent boss or something like that. And, you know, you get the promotion. And there can be this sense of like guilt or whatever this is, but you are going to be in such a better situation when you stop being codependent around this other situation. The message is coming through that it's like you're having to stand up. You're having to stand up and speak up. All right. So I like where we're going here. This Ace of Pentacles and this Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Fool. There's a brand new day. Once you pivot, this transformation is powerful. Once you pivot, the transformation is powerful. Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Wow. The Temperance card and the Star. So much so, this is a complete change of life. It's a complete turn of events. So if I was before, I was working, or I was every single day, I was, you know, kind of like trying to Wonder Woman my way all day long. Now it's like the world is my oyster. I can choose anything. That's what you're preparing for in the rest of August. You're preparing for this change. I feel like this change is likely to happen right at the end of summer, which is into September. The reason this is showing up is to help you prepare for this big, drastic change. Okay, so let's keep going. If this is your reading, Leo, there's a link below if you want to continue on with me, and I will see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.